Left with nowhere to go. Dozens of people who set up a homeless camp at Fort Negley Park near downtown are getting kicked out Friday morning. Our own Rebecca Schleicher visited the camp today and tells us why police are kicking out the campers. Rebecca.
Rory, Metro Parks police say it's against the law to camp out in our public parks without a permit. Despite the pleas from those who are staying at Fort Negley, it's supposed to be empty by the weekend.
It does look like Waldorf Astoria in my tent.
For Jeff Hill, this campsite is home.
But this is my little quarters. I have a boom box, a coffee table, a sleeping bag.
It's at the end of a winding path in the woods, and it's his, at least for a few weeks, while he saves up to try to find something permanent.
Being out on the street, you're subject to muggings. If you go to sleep somewhere, you're liable to get robbed.
Jeff is just one of around 50 homeless people camping with donated gear at Fort Negley while they look for work, try to get their affairs in order, or just stay off the streets.
They're struggling to get up, and this provides a certain measure of stability for them.
But this week, police announced the park would be cleared Friday. When officers first found out about the camp, it was November, so they waited.
Due to weather and just the fact that you couldn't, in good conscience, ask somebody to move at that point, we didn't do it.
But the summer heat brings a firmer stand, and officers say there have been complaints about petty crimes and trash. Folks at the camp say those to blame are the minority.
You'll notice the camps are incredibly clean.
It's just because we became homeless, we didn't take our virtues and our values and our principles and throw them out the window of a skyscraper and go down there and stomp them on the ground.
But police say their hands are tied.
You don't want to put people out when you know they have nowhere else to stay. But again, it goes back to a safety issue more than anything else, and we're responsible for the safety of the parks.
And if nothing changes, Jeff and the others will leave this winding path and try to find another.
So if they do come up here with a SWAT team, I'm ready. I'm not going to resist.
One that they hope will someday lead them to a permanent home. And police say they're working with different groups like Open Table to try to find a better solution. But with the rising cost of living, there just isn't enough temporary housing to handle the local demand. Rory?
All right, Rebecca, while official numbers put Nashville's homeless population at about 2,500, advocates say that number is probably closer to 10,000. They say the biggest way to deal with the issue is to tackle the problem of affordable housing in a rapidly growing city.